follow it.
And we're back. We're back on the show. Me and DBoss at our luxurious downtown Toronto home.
Well, we got someone here that we can't wait. It's Jelena Solujic. We just got the right pronunciation of it.
It's Serbian.
It's perfect pronounced. Yeah.
There she is.
It's all, I'm telling with all these different names and things, I'm telling you, you're gonna go crazy.
You're doing good with my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're already crazy.
A little bit.
Well.
But anyways, with no other further ado, here's Jelena from 03 Ozone Med Spa. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, this is good. Now we get to drill down and find out all about the ozone. And
yeah.
But first, we got to find out where she's coming from. Where you kind of gave it away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm here in Canada for 32 years, and I actually come from former Yugoslavia. The country doesn't exist anymore, but I'm from the Serbian part, so I'm from Serbia.
You know, I had a Serbian uncle.
Oh.
And he had a friend, because we went to his birthday party once. He had a friend who looked just like Tito.
Oh, there you are. Those were the good times during Tito era. Yeah.
My last name, Bostic, is this supposed to be European?
Bostic would be, yeah.
Bostic,
So
it's always each.
Well, there's some kind of Jewish, some kind of thing mixed up in there. That's my last name, so.
It's a globalization.
Now, so we're going to be talking about ozone. Well, your spa in particular, right? And maybe we can start. So you run a spa, and it's a lot to do with ozone. It's basically a health spa.
It's a health clinic, yeah.
Right. So, and I'm really interested in how you got involved in the ozone, or how you found out that this ozone treatment was something that was going to be very helpful.
Good question. I mean, everything that they do in the clinic are actually things that I went through, all the treatments and services that we offer. So I like to then offer it to the other clients because it had so much benefits on me. But overall, just to backtrack, by profession, I'm an architect and graphic designer. And I was working for 2 decades, had a phenomenal career, but one of my kids got sick. And I really wanted to stay home and take care of him. And I needed an income. And I started opening my own businesses, working from home. And all of that eventually took toll also on me, emotionally and stressfully. And I started having health issues. So I started researching a variety of holistical treatments. And one of the treatments that I was introduced was actually the ozone, and especially the ozone sauna, and did such a wonders for me and for my even family and friends' health that I really wanted to introduce it into my clinic and open actually a practice offering such a service. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's truly a personal experience that was very positive and good, and I consider that everybody should really be exposed to such a treatment on monthly basis.
So let me ask you, so you were introduced to this as a concept, and then did you actually go in and have a treatment?
I did go and had treatments. There are about 3 of us in the city who does it. I did had it a couple of times, and I was absolutely amazed with the benefits I had and the relief, the health issue, the relief that they had. And then I started researching more about it because I knew about ozone for a while, and I knew that there were treatments for a while. But then when I did my research, I realized that ozone philosophy in medical health exists from 1900s. Nikola Tesla, who is actually Serbian, and we are very proud of him as a scientist, he's the one who discovered ozone generator. So the whole philosophy that I offer in the clinic with the ozone treatments and magnetic treatments and biofeedback, like there's so many different holistic treatments that we offer there. It's just a basic signaling to the body on the cellular level for the cells to start moving around and work together and communicate together, so we repair and regenerate by nature. Ozone is actually practiced a lot all around the world. Over 45 countries have it as a regular treatment. I know when I opened the business, most of my clients were Eastern European, Russian, South American. Those are the countries where ozone is very popular. Germany, for example, uses ozone for more than a century. They clean all their water systems, city water systems, with ozone. They all post-operative care is ozone, so they have the lowest post-op infections on the planet. Over 45,000 physicians use it. Here in North America was super popular up to 1940s, and then unfortunately Big Pharma took over and wiped all of that out. My generation was one of those that was popping pills for comfort, so we get relief very easily. But I can see with the millennials, they're absolutely going into different directions, and I do have lots of young clients coming for this kind of treatments. Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, what was your experience when you had your first? By the way, did you sit in one of these?
Yes, that's exactly. Yeah.
There we go. So,
yeah, you're sitting in one of those, and that's what clients like. They like the fact that the head is out. I know one of these chambers, they look a little bit, like uncomfortable, but it's super comfortable. Even the Lita had a treatment a few times, so she can say how nice and soothing it is. So you're actually sitting in this chamber. In the old times, this was called steam bath. Your body is completely surrounded with steam. When you get out of there, you're wet like you had a shower. So you're in there completely naked. The reason why the client should be in there completely naked, they're sitting on a nice clean white towel, is because during the session you're gonna detox. That's one of the benefits that the ozone treatment does. And when you detox, when ozone enters our cardiovascular system, it destroys immediately bacteria, viruses, microorganisms, but the metals and toxins takes to the lymph nodes and you sweat it out. So if you did have some toxicity and metals in your body, it's going to show at the end of the towel. So you're sitting in there. Lots of clients are often napping through the session because you're not supposed to cook like a lobster in there. You're supposed to enjoy, and the temperature should be nice and soothing one. And anyway, steam is there for centuries for that reason, to soothe the mind and body ache. And now in this steam, we actually input the ozone. Yeah. And when ozone enters our body, it does amazing stuff. I'm not sure how much you guys know about ozone, but ozone is actually a natural gas that is produced. It's actually an enriched oxygen. And when we were in high school during chemistry classes, we would learn that the oxygen had the icon O2 and ozone has icon O3. It has that extra atom that gets when it goes over an electrical current. That is the reason why after every thunderstorm, you smell it in the air, especially if there was a lightning in the air. When the oxygen went over that lightning, over the electrical current, it builds up that third atom and makes it an ozone. And when that third atom enters our body, it does really great stuff for our health. Yeah, for many generations, ozone was used there as an antiseptic because it's a natural sanitizer. And even when I was little, my grandma used to put like all the blankets and pillowcases on the windowsill after the thunderstorm, so ozone can kiss it and sanitize it, and then she would put it back on the bed. So ozone is used for a very, very long time, especially also in the medicine, because our body tissue really absorbs well the oxygen and ozone. So that's why they're used quite a bit. It's a true connection with our body, with these two gases in the nature. Yeah.
And what I heard too, and we're running it here in the studio.
I smell it.
And when I come in here, it smells very fresh. And the thing I heard too was that the ozone, that one electron or whatever drops off, and so when it degrades, it becomes oxygen.
It becomes oxygen, so it really, there are no side effect. It cannot hurt you. I know when you go on the internet, you can read like horrible things about ozone, and you can get really scared. But with the proper dosages, how it's administered, it does really, really great things. And because it's an sanitizer, as you're doing it now, like we have an ozone generator here where we are breathing constantly a fresh air. It's actually killing all the bacteria. Nowadays, ozone, why am I promoting it so much nowadays? Because it's the best natural antiviral treatment on the market. So you're actually not going through detoxing and drinking awful things and going for certain, like aggressive treatments. You just go into an ozone sauna, You sweat it out, you enjoy it, you relax, and you're ready to go. Your immunity is up, your energy is up. You will never have those energy spikes through the day where at 2, 3 p.m. you have to have a coffee or sugar. It's always going to be there. But what got me into Ozone was mostly the calmness, because ozone triggers our serotonin hormone, and when you're having a regular exposures to it, you're very calm as a person, you're very focused. Just the whole approach to your life issues is different. So you become very positive. So it really covers so many points in our healthy and mental state that I warmly recommend clients to do ozone sauna sessions once a month as a body upkeep, especially now during the pandemic time, because you will really not get sick.
And it's good, yeah, because it's probably keeping the virus. If you've got it in your room, or if you've got it in your body,
it will kill it,
and you're bringing it into your body. Yeah, you're probably
it will be killed instantly, because that third atom glues itself immediately to the viruses, bacteria, and microbes. It really destroys it. It also destroys mold. I have many clients coming here in Canada. We do have a mold issue, especially in the homes, because we are deprived of oxygen. And actually, Nobel Prize was won for that discovery, that the body deprived of oxygen gets sick. So that's why when we are in closed environments and we are circulating the same air, we have asthma, allergies, cancers. Those are the typical illnesses for in the body that is deprived of oxygen. So when you go for these regular ozone sauna treatments or any kind of ozone treatment, you really don't have that going on. You oxygenate your body, and you will always have your immunity and energy up.
Okay, so during the COVID and stuff, so how is your clinic operating? Because, a lot of people are probably afraid to come. And I know that's something that's, brought forward because, you said it helps with all the different ailments, right?
Yes.
So how are you guys operating with that?
In one way, my operation really didn't change much, because my approach always to a client was one-on-one. So it's only one client at a time. We are, of course, following all the pandemic protocols for sanitation and everything. We really don't have too much even approach the client. I do spend a lots of times with my clients, especially in the first and second session. I do talk a lot about ozone. But overall, most of the clients would just come in, go into a sauna, nap it out for half an hour, and then go home. So I warmly recommend everybody to come. They will absolutely not get COVID in the clinic, but they will boost up the immunity so well that they would be comfortable going through all this period, the hard times.
So we're told that you could lose a lot of calories and weight.
Yes.
I guess that's important for a lot of people out there that want to know.
It's important, especially now when we are talking about Caribbean lunch, because I love Caribbean food, and it's also caloric, let's say. Yes, each ozone sauna session helps you lose up to 500 to 600 calories. It's a phenomenal weight loss, because ozone breaks the fat into liquid, which you, after drinking water, after the sessions, you actually urinate out. So I warmly recommend, if you have cellulite issues or weight issues, to do a regular ozone sauna sessions, because you will have a major improvement in your weight and the skin texture also.
So where can people go and get the treatment? Because is it offered everywhere? Because he wanted to go down.
Well,
unfortunately, here in Toronto, it's only 3 of us doing it. I'm in Richmond. There is one in Oakville, and I'm in Richmond Hill. I'm on Young and Major Mac. I'm actually in the Richmond Hill Medical Clinic. If all the viewers go to the ozonesaunaspa.ca website, they will get tons of information about the treatments, and they can also book it online.
Okay, so and then I guess in the U.S., because we got people watching the Caribbean, so I guess they have to wait, or when they come up to you here.
But in the U.S. ozone is quite popular, especially California, Nevada, Phoenix, Nevada, Texas. All those states are very, they have quite a lot of ozone clinics. So I would just really recommend anybody to do a research in their own town. I'm sure each town would have at least one ozone sauna spa.
Well, it's probably very popular in California.
Yeah.
Because certain places are just more advanced. They're just more aware of
health conscious
and of all the possibilities, right? So
yes, prevention. Yeah,
and you're here in Toronto, and when those guys will and them come up from Chicago, we will all go and get an ozone.
Oh, you guys should come together. I have so many, groups coming together, and they spend a couple of hours there, and they detox, they have fun, and they go home.
Because after you come out from this session and stuff, I've had this. You go to this mat, right?
Yes.
You did it?
Yes.
She did it, yes.
Yes.
First of all, after you come out of those,
Of course,
she loved it. I always tell clients that you have to experience ozone sauna sessions so you can understand what I'm talking about. It's a very different experience, especially how you feel after the session. After the session, we always put clients in the relaxation room on the pulse electromagnetic field mat. That's a magnetic treatment that really boosts up the circulation and brings the body back. It recovers if after being exposed to the heat. I mean, you lost 600 calories in 20 minutes. You were exposed to the heat. Some people might be a little bit weak and lose their energy, so the mat really brings them back. But the advantage of the mat is that it deals with about 200 different health issues, and considering that all of us always have some health issues, after the relaxation part I always then put them on certain programs that would tackle the issues that they have.
Well, you always tell people, and she always tells people after the session, you can't take a shower.
No. You shouldn't shower. Very good point, because again, you get out of that sauna clean as a whistle. Ozone is an antiseptic, so everything on you is destroyed. There is nothing to shower. That's why we don't even have showers in our spa. But the ozone continues to work and do its thing for the next couple of hours. So I always recommend that clients shower the next day.
Because you'll be sweating, because you're sweating after even though you're not in that chamber.
You continue.
After you come home, you continue to detox still.
Yeah.
Right.
Like your hair sweat, like some people go through different things, like, just different. And then the next day you shower.
Overall, if you're a healthy person, I really recommend you to do something like this through the winter months, or now through the pandemic once a month. I do have clients coming once a week. I mean, they're either going through chemotherapy, or they're Parkinson or MS, on tons of different medication, and they really need to detox and cleanse the system regularly. But if you're like a person who really takes care of yourself, and if you want to use this treatment as just a regular body upkeep, I recommend doing it once a month, and you will really never get sick.
Okay, so I would just love to summarize the benefits. So one thing, it's just a general health tonic, right? And a detox.
It's a detox, phenomenal for circulation, boost up the energy, calms you down, loses weight, really prevents Parkinson, prevents all the autoimmune things, because you have your system clean. It prevents asthma, allergies, cancer, you're oxidized. So name it. Even while you're sitting in the sauna chamber, I have in the sauna room a poster with 99 benefits of ozone. Those are the benefits that I noticed that the clients were experiencing for the last couple of years that they have the cleaning, but there are hundreds more.
Wow. So when you're in this, you're like a lot of people are aware of that. Jelena, she's very knowledgeable on this aspect of it. And what she does, and she knows this stuff. So if you have any questions, you could just call her or email. But she also has another little side to her that people don't know about.
Right?
Yeah,
it's a hidden gem.
Yes, for sure. Anybody can call me. I love teaching people around about ozone. I love going and giving these lectures. But my other little quirky side is that I act actually in the theater. I really love acting in the Serbian theater. We do our shows once a year. I love getting together with a group of creative people, and especially through the winter months, going there for my rehearsals. I come home really pumped up with adrenaline. And the other thing that they do is, because my original profession was architect and graphic designer, I designed our Serbian Sun magazine, which is a really, really popular magazine for our community here. And I'm very proud of that magazine. This is our 5th year. We actually won Governor General Award. We won Canadian Press Award for the best ethnic magazine and the creative content. So I just love all of that. Like I find it very rewarding when I do in the clinic. because I work with many people who have health issues, and I find it very rewarding when I see how great they feel after these treatments, and then I go and do my little creative things.
And what are you doing for the magazine? Are you doing
Actually, I'm doing the layout. I'm the graphic designer. 56 pages. I do it. It takes me about 3 weeks to do the magazine of 56 pages. Yeah.
And how often does that come up?
It's 4 times per year. It's every 3 months. So every season. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Well,
That's a lot of work.
But it's in your language, right?
It's in my language, and that was actually the advantage for me. Why? I mean, outside that, all this was very creative for me, and I really wanted to be part of this. But I lost my language here in Canada. I mean, especially with my kids, we were constantly speaking English in the household. And when I was introduced to the theater and to the magazine, that really brought my language back.
Say something to the people, welcome, or something in your language. We want to hear you.
Dobrodošli I budite zdravi. That means welcome and keep safe.
Wow.
And healthy.
Yeah. All right. And where can people find you?
OzoneSaunaSpa.ca. That's our website. Absolutely wonderful website with tons of information about what we do. People can even book online. And on the website is also my phone number. Anytime anybody can call me for any questions or if they want to book.
And they can give you gift certificates too, right?
Oh, that's a very good point, because this time of the year, all of that start, all the gift giving. Yes, we do gift cards, and we do them digitally, so you don't even have to come to the spa. Okay. And any kind of, like amount they're welcome to buy, because they will be able to use on any of the services. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, for people watching in the Caribbean who come to Toronto every once in a while, they can put that on their agenda.
Yeah.
Maybe or even buy a gift certificate for one of their friends that's here.
Exactly.
Digital, they can, send it.
Yeah, but I really warmly recommend everybody to try it at least once. Even during the experience, you might be a little bit fidgety, but after the experience, when you start feeling certain way, for the next couple of hours, the next couple of days, you will understand why I come and talk about Ozone.
Okay. Well, thank you. Jelena, we had a lot of knowledge today for this. I tell you, at lunch.
And how did you feel when you went in the? How did you feel when you went into the thing?
I felt good. First I was a little hot, but you know what? It was a good hot feeling.
Yeah, like
it was like you're in a stuff,
right? You're detoxing.
Yeah, it was just a little different being in a chamber, but after I went a couple of times, so you get used to it. And men go too.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of men go.
The men have to take more care and go.
Yeah.
And they need a woman who is going to push them to go.
Exactly.
Or a partner.
Or a partner, or your.
The good thing is, once you're in that thing, it locks.
No, it doesn't, which is great thing. And that was my first experience. I was so hot. I was opening the door all the time. And then after that, when I told them that they didn't enjoy it, they told me, yeah, but we can lower down the temperature. So that's how I do it for my clients. I'm there in and out, making sure, because the whole point of this treatment is really not to be super hot. You want to relax and nap through the session. Yes. And lots of women don't like it super hot. Men do like it, but women no. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. We have to bring it back to see what's going on, and the people, go log on, book the session.
Yep. OzoneSaunaSpa.ca.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you guys for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, let's take a break.
We'll be right back.
We'll
talk it out.
You were watching CaribVision.